Aha! I figured it. There was a button I didn't press. Can you hear me now? Aha! That seemed to work. Right. Cool. So I'm live. Excellent. Right. Yeah, Curse City. Have we got anyone watching after that brief delay? Is there anybody there? Say hello, somebody. Aha! Somebody! Alright, Mick. Oh, how many others have we got watching? Any? None? Let's have a look. He says, feverishly clicking on things. And stuff and things. 3 people! Haha! Excellent. What? You can see me? Well, that's impressive. You can see my hands. See hands. I like that. I like that. Oh, not the camera. So professional. Right. So yeah, this is going to be really, really sort of short, I think. Oh, live now. Okay, cool. Excellent. We're showing us live. Excellent, brilliant. And you can all see me. That's good. Let's have a quick look at. Let's see hands. Right. Okay, and I'll mute that so I can see what I'm doing on the other screen. And we're all golden, I think. Let's just move that over there. Move that over there. So organised. Tell I I've done this before, can't you? Right, Curse City. This arrived today. I have been waiting for this for ages. I ordered it off a friend who still happened to have, still in its cellophane. Look, lovely cellophane. A copy left over from the first print run, and I've managed to get hold of it. It took. Let's see, he sent it on New Year's Day, and it's only just shown up thanks to Hermes and their wonderful one-day delivery. One day is when it'll arrive. Not one day, one day later, just one day. So let's get into this then. Oh, I do like taking the cellophane off things. Look at this. Oh, sensual. Oh. It's like taking cellophane off a baby. What, you've never done that? So you leave the cellophane on the baby? You monsters. Oh. Got to unwrap them. I'll suffocate otherwise. It's that new box smell. Ew. No. Right. Getting closer and look! Oh, stuff! Right, let's put that out of the way. Because doubtless I'll be putting things in that later. And depending how quickly this goes, it might end up turning into a bit of a hobby session because there's at least one of the miniatures in here I want to paint, like now. Oh, so what do we got? Let us put on our glasses so we can actually see. Oh, well. Right, so I suppose let's try and get a better angle. There we go, that's slightly better. You can see a bit more there. See about as much as I can looking into the box. Oh, so what have we got here? These are heroes. Looks like the heroes to me. Or is it? Oh, is that the dwarf guy? Because I know there's a dwarf. Or are they still dwarves? Or are they called something else these days? In Age of Sigmar. Answers on a postcard. Anybody know? We're pretty chatty tonight, aren't we? 4 people watching. Ooh, going up and on. And I think we've got an ogre there of some sorts. Big clubby mace type thing. Is it just the two on there? Yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, you can see that. I'm just gonna. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna just get a pointer so I can point at things. And you know what? A brush. That'll do as pointing material, won't it? Look, look, look. Where is it? Just there. If you can see that. It's not focusing very well. Come on, buggers. Buggers. Right in the middle there. Oh, come on. The dwarf has a stick-on beard. How awesome is that? Karen and Overlords, that's the one, yes. Oh, they got stick-on beards. Oh, makes me chuckle. Cool. So that's them. Oh, yeah, not COVID. Ooh, right, he looks cool. That's rather something or other the wolf, isn't it? He's the main bad dude in what's her name? Ulfenkarn. Yes, because it would be an Ulfen something, wouldn't it? There's wolf skin on there. He looks like a fun miniature character. I'm going to have fun with him. Very spiky wolf fur there. Very cool. Yep. And yep, the sprue has another side there. That's good. In the other box. Oh, here we are. Here's the other heroes. Or explorers. Oh, good lord. They're all over the place, aren't they? That looks like bits of creepy priest lady. Bit of witch hunter there, I think. Another bit of witch hunter. Another bit of creepy priest lady. Bit of elf with an arrow. You don't see that very often. Look it. Wow, come on, focus. Focus. Look, it's got an arrow. Another bit of elf there. Another bit of witch hunter. Now that guy. All these people sort of buy up loads and loads of boxes and then sort of split them up to sell on the individual bits. Well, I hate them for a start because they stopped me getting a copy when this first came out. But this one, the witch hunter, seems to be the most popular miniature because you can't find him for toffee on the eBay. Another bit of witch hunter there. All sorts of characters, and I'm going to put a couple of these together, I think, and actually have a go at painting one in a bit, because I don't think this is going to take as much time as I anticipated it might. Oh, baddies! Baddies. Big ogre dude. Oh, wow! That's the guy. Let's see if I pull this out of the way. I wonder if it'll focus a bit better. There we go. We give it a plain background and it doesn't get us confused. So I'll put that to the side. Off to one side. And that's the big one of the baddies, and they're pulling up the gravestone and stuff. He's a lot bigger than I thought he'd be. I figured him to be normal sort of human size, but no, he's what have we got for normal human size? No. Headless Eldar, there we are. And look at that, that's quite a difference. That is quite a difference. It's one directly in front of the other. That's quite a difference. Cool, he's going to be fun to paint. Looking forward to him. This big, well, he's a bit bigger than I expected as well. This Vargeist thing. Yeah. And these jumpy vampire dudes on the pillars here. God, do you know what? The standout thing for me here is the quality of the miniatures. I mean, you come to expect some fairly high quality miniatures from Games Workshop, and these are no exception. They are very, very good sculpts. But then they're Age of Sigmar miniatures, so you come to expect that from Age of Sigmar, really. I've got this long-held belief that Games Workshop sculptors cut their teeth and do their training on Games Workshop, on 40k miniatures, and then when they're finally good at their craft, they're allowed near an Age of Sigmar one, because they are just far and away better than anything I've said. Some of the new Eldar seem like quite nice, but even the absolute state of that Autarch. I mean, really, just stick him on a surfboard and be done with it. But yeah, I mean, the difference in quality between the Age of Sigmar miniatures and the 40k miniatures, night and day. Right, that's another sprue out of the way. So what have we got here? We have Skellybobs, lots and lots and lots of Skellybobs, and this is probably going to be the start of my Soulblight army. I'm not going to lie, it's here, it's happened. Soulblight is happening. Yeah, I'm going to end up getting them. I know I am. Oh, they're just beautiful. Oh, so much detail. Oh, just look at it. Look at it. The detail on that shit is just crazy. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Some rats there, look. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, so much to assemble, so much to do. Is that the same sprue? I thought that's another the same, isn't it? No, it's not. It's got the same sort of thing on it, but it's not exactly the same sprue. Or is it? Find it around the right way. Yes, it's. Yes, it's exactly the same look. Well, I mean, I can understand why they've done that, but that's kind of disappointing. Not gonna lie, that is kind of disappointing. Let's get that out of the way. And this is normally some artwork. Why is it not artwork, Games Workshop? It's not even artwork on the other side, but that's a backdrop. That is probably going to be a backdrop to some of my painting when I take photos of them. That'll be it. That'll be the back. Oh, right, putting that aside. Because you just know I'm going to put this up on Instagram. Oh, right, cards. And I thought for a minute they were Age of Sigmar War Scrolls. Sadly not. Well, this is already open. Who's been sleeping in my porridge? Radukar the Wolf. There we are. Yep, complete with the wolfiness. So, well, this is. I mean, oh, right, okay. Right. See, I was expecting this to be kind of like Blackstone Fortress, but it's they've got special dice in there that are different. So I guess I'm actually going to have to sit and learn the rules. Oh dear, sad times. So that's Radkar the Wolf. Gorslav the Grave Creeper, who is considerably bigger than I thought he would be. I keep seeing him his miniature up there on the intertubes in places. Come on, focus on him. There we are. And I thought he was a good guy. I may have to get another one of him and turn him into some sort of Imperium based librarian or gnarled old Astra Militarum advisor or something like that, because he looks so cool. So anyway, that's him. Watch Captain Halgrim. See, it was designed by the same people who did Kill Team, the latest version of Kill Team. Oh no! Oh, it's a bit more intuitive than that. So, right, okay, so there are special dice. There's that dice, which corresponds to that there. And that dice. Why do these look familiar? What other game have I played? Well, I'm not going to go down and ask which other game have I played that uses polyhedral dice like this, because, you know, loads of them. But these remind me of Force and Destiny. That's what they remind me of, but only distantly, because they don't look like Force and Destiny dice at all. That's Captain Halgrim. What could he do? Summon a bodyguard. Deathly loyalty. The hostile group cannot be driven off while this hostile is on the battle. Ooh. Cool. Right. So if he comes out with mates, you can't get rid of his mates while he's on the battlefield. That's quite savage. Increases the damage of all Orphan Watch weapon actions by +1 and +2 while his hostile is on the battlefield. So he buffs his troops as well. That's okay. He's scary. Vargasker, not Vargul, although it is Vargasker, the big bat wolf thing. Gaping maw. Okay, cool. Why? What is this? Oh. Ooh. So there's an empowered version and a nerfed version, or is this how he normally is? And then he gets grumpy because he's not eaten, and suddenly there's nothing and the fridge mode comes out. Maybe that's it. No, we'll find out. Okay, so I've been looking at all the empowered versions of the rules, and there's an entire different side to them. Right, okay. Well, we'll carry on as we mean to get one. Korsagi the Night Guard. Oh, there's two of them, I think. Yes, because there are two sprues and he's on one of them. Verkos Bloodborne. There we are, the weird vampire jumpy dudes. What can they do? Shadow Fast. Each time this hostile suffers damage, the leader must roll the quest dice. What's the quest dice? Quest dice! What are you? What are the quest dice? If the result is a 9+, right, okay, so that rules out that, because that doesn't go up to 9. Maybe it's that. Is that the quest dice? Is this? Why not? No. Okay. Is this the quest dice? Chat, is this the quest dice? Do we know? Ooh, okay, forgot to mute the microphone there. I do apologise. That's them. Dead Walker Zombies. Now these are controversial. Let's have another look at them. Because personally, I like this whole that's a sip of tea, I think. Oh yes, there's one. Let's bring that back so we can focus on things. There we are. With the gravestones on the back. Now that just says to me, because if you notice on these, yeah, there we are, let's get the picture of them up. They've actually been staked from down through the coffin from above, obviously, the mistake from below. So they have been, there's a noose around his neck, so that's obviously how it died. This just speaks to the superstition of the city, I think. Because they've been buried face down, presumably in an attempt to stop them rising from the grave, and they've been staked, presumably again to stop them rising from the grave. And it's failed, completely failed, because we've got Mr. Grave Rippy dude here, ripping them out of his graves. Them graves, their graves. So that's cool. I just love how that sets up the backstory and the superstition in such a nice way. The miniature tells a story, which is brilliant. And I don't think, well, not having read any of the lore, but I would very much doubt the burial traditions of the people of Ulfenkarn are actually gone into in any kind of detail in the book, but we will have a look. Probably not tonight, but we will have a look at some point. Corpse rats, there's your rats, bats, Ulfenwatch, right, heroes. Octrin Glimscry, now he's an astropath if ever I've seen one. That's creepy, because she wouldn't look out of place in a 40k setting either. So what she's a priest. Celestial priest of Sigmar, possibly? Oh, alright. So we've got two versions of her as well. Now is one of these inspired and one not? Right. Yes. I think that's probably inspired, as the rule was in Black Fortress. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Yeah, get down, stay down. Dagnai Holdenstock. He's the Caradon Overlord. Yeah, the Zeppelin dwarves, which is another army I've been thinking about. I've got to stop thinking about armies. I've got too many projects on the go. Too many projects. There we are. Dagnai Holdenstock. I see he looks fun. Oh, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous detailed miniature. Oh, love it. Oh. Right, if you guys haven't got this game and you like painting miniatures, if nothing else, get this game. It's just oh yeah. Now I've seen some nice conversions for him, turning him into a rogue trader or an inquisitor or something. Brutal corpse eater. How is he a hero? Ogres can be heroes too. We've got layers or something. Yeah, he's everything you'd expect from an ogre. Big and smashing, tenderizing blow. There's actually going to move. Oh. Yeah. He hits hard. He looks tanky as well. But I don't know where to see how tanky he is. I mean, is this a damage tracker? I suppose this is a damage tracker. Thing to do if you look at the rules, but that's no fun. Kilthalas the Exile. Sylvaneth. Oh, she's actually an elven Sylvaneth rather than an angry tree Sylvaneth. Cool. There aren't that many elven Sylvaneth that I can think of. There's that Warcry Warband, I think. They're the Wild Hunt or something, and they're all elves. But most of the other Sylvaneth are tree spirits. Jelson Darrock, here's the miniature nobody could get for loading of money. What does he do? Ruthless. Each time an attack is made, roll for the hero successful. If the target is still visible, the hero can make a throw. 1 free firewood stakes weapon action against. What's firewood stake? Oh, right, okay. Right, okay, so he fires twice. Brutal. Oh, that's a standard move as well. That's on his normal profile. Wow. Free weapon attack action with this hero. If the weapon action slays a hostile champion, this hero is immediately make. Oh, right. So he attacks twice with any weapon. That's just. Right. I like him. Captain Imelda Braskov. She's got a cool paladin vibe going on, doesn't she? Cool. I wonder how long it's going to be before expansions come out. Do I have too many projects if one of them isn't Age of Sigmar? Yes, yeah, I still have too many projects. I've got Eldar on the go, I've got Imperial Guard on the go. I've been working on my tank earlier on today. Stick some chicken plates on. So that's going to look cool when it's painting up. Yeah, I was just playing around with streaking grime straight onto primer so I could see what the effect was and just get an idea for the detail. And it looks kind of cool just like that, actually. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. And the other miniatures I've been doing for my Imperial Guard are out of sight, out of mind at the moment. They are away. I would have to get up and go and get them. Age of Sigmar wise, I'm still Sylvaneth. Some Sylvaneth back here that need painting. Yes, I've got some. Oh my gosh, my pile of shame is precarious. Tree Revenants. So I'll be painting them up at some point. I'll turn them into a tutorial because Mr. Say Hard Paul was particularly impressed with them, so I will turn them into a tutorial and explain how utterly mind-blowingly simple they are to paint. And I'm not just saying that, they really are. And I've also been doing a few, what are they called? Storm Forged Eternal, Storm Host, the not Custodes, them. Stormcast, that's the ones. Orphan Khan in Peril. Yeah, no idea what that is. But anyway, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. I'll put that away. Over there. Now, where's the? There's usually. They're just bases. Look, get things for the people to stand on. Just bases. Put them away. Stormcast Eternals. Those are the ones. Yes. There's quite a delay on this stream, so yes, I'd arrived at that long before, I think. What's this? Errata? That's an errata for building the dwarf. I mean, how? We'll put that aside and see what it looked like in the rulebook, because how can you mess up an assembly instruction to the point where you need to errata it? Oh, right, cool. I don't know what these are because I've not read the rules, but I suspect they look like tarot of some sort. Maybe gear tokens of some sort, or not encounters, are they? No. Right, so that's the back of them. That's the front. So they clearly mean something. I will presume these are bad because they look bad, and these are not bad or less bad because nothing's good. Games Workshop, nothing they do is good. There's always degrees of evil. Stormcast Eternals, lukewarm evil. Traits. What are they? What? Stalwart, Lawmaster. Oh, these are just. List of traits. Presumably these refer to. Are those just quick reference cards? Because they're not that quick or that referencey. Executioner. They're the same. Yes, they're the same. Blades are the same. What's on the other side of blades? Lawmaster. Okay, so we've got. Out the way for a sec. Blade, Executioner, Lawmaster, Stalwart. There we are. Don't know what any of this means. Different. Okay, alright. Yeah. Alright, so I think they. Maybe they refer to the hero types. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. In the meantime, away with you. Right, okay, so these are treasure. Different type of treasure. Oh no, trap! Ah, everybody's gonna die. Oh, things are on fire. Oh wow, they all look the same. That's mean. What did I get from this encounter? Ah, a bear in the face. Scores of darts, a small avalanche of gnashing skulls. A pressure plate cleverly hidden causes a bolt of necromantic energy to shoot out from a concealed mechanism. Harsh. Discovery. A crisis. Yes, I'm forever discovering crises. Resolve one crisis for your journey from the quest book. Oh, right. Okay, so these... Right, so your heroes start out traumatized. And they can resolve one crisis with one of these. I'm guessing that's story progression. Realm stones. Ah, right. Okay, so this is the Ulfengard. Ulfenkarn. He says, looking at the box, equivalent of Blackstone fragments or ancient artifacts or whatever it was in Blackstone Fortress. The MacGuffins that you collect to make you better and progress the storyline. That's what they want. Right, dice. Okay, you've seen the dice. Some of the dice are black. Some of the dice are not black. They are dice. There are an awful lot of dice. So I suspect... Oh, come back here. I would suspect that they were used in the game. Ah, right, the black... Ah, right, okay, yes, because there were different colours of D6s in Blackstone Fortress, and some of them were black. And I think you roll... yeah, I'm about to demonstrate rolling dice. And stand by your beds. This is going to be epic next level tutorial skills here. So you roll these dice at the start of the turn, and you go, okay, so I've got a couple of sixes there, a couple of ones, and a 3. And I stick them on my tracker, and if I need to add or substitute a dice roll that I make during the game, so that 4 needed to be a 5 or something, I can sub out one of those and call that a 6 or add to it or something like that. That's how it works in Blackstone Fortress anyway. So I'm glad that's sort of vaguely the same. My copy of Blackstone Fortress is currently open and in the under my kitchen table at the moment, halfway through a game. So I will have to end that game because something new and exciting has come along. Need to go over the characters again for that actually. They were painted a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and I've improved as a painter since. Right. Let's cut myself to ribbons. Everyone ready for blood? Well, I remain unscathed. Right, what are these? These look like encounter. I reckon these are encounter cards. Let's have a look. Looks suitably ominous. Ah, so there are a couple of different... Ah, those are encounter cards, right, okay, so... yeah, okay, so... Yep, so there'll be... If this is anything like Blackstone Fortress, you finish a game, and then you go back in, and the level goes up each time you go back in. So on the first time you go in, if you pull this card, you get level 0. Watch Captain Halgren comes out and eats somebody. But if you come back sort of the 5th time through, you get 7 Elfin Watch. I think that's how it works. It has been a long time since I played that. So those are encounters. They tell you what you're facing. These are empowerments. Yeah, equipment. Hero's weapon actions cannot be ignored. Okay, well. That's inevitable then. This hero's weapon actions cannot be ignored either. Right, so these are all the bits of equipment you can add to your characters to make them harder. Okay. Sort of magical Viagra, I suppose. Go over there. Exploration. Ah, right, okay, so these just tell you how to set up the... So you go into a place, you draw an exploration card, and that's what your game board looks like. So they're very pretty, aren't they? Different... I'll have a look at the game boards in a minute. So those are exploration cards. Wait a minute. Again. Pick a card, any card. Pass. They are a thing. They are a thing that exists. What's this? He's selling me Cursed City. What's this? Warhammer Quest novel. Ah, you're selling me the book. Well, okay. Oh, that's a nice bit of artwork, actually. That's cool. I didn't know there was a novel. Why didn't I know there was a novel? Because I didn't know there was a novel. I might have to get that and read it. Starting to get into Age of Sigmar novels lately. Oh, this is a rule book. I'm glad there's one of these in there. Should we look at that now, or should we look at that later? Why am I asking you? The delay on this is just crazy. I won't get an answer for another 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm just going to press on regardless, as if you're agreeing with my every word. 7 people watching. Hello, everybody. If any of you are not subscribed, please subscribe. You know what? I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. I have a feeling, seeing as I'm using some streaming software, that it hasn't set it up for subscribers only chat, which is why we get the occasional Russian person coming and going Vom Ong and other such. Spasibo tovarищ. До свидания. Rule book is in fact rule books. We've got many books. Oh wow. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I have a cold today, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so this is telling you how to. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is shows you how to paint the things. If you need guidance on what things should look like, and just keep knocking this camera because it's in the way. They've done some very good paint jobs on these. Very good. Oh, he's every inch the rogue trader, isn't he? He's just lovely. She wouldn't look out of place in her sister's army. There's some sort of anchorite or something. Yeah. And here's how to paint the... Ah, there we are. So there's our dead walker zombies. Focus. Focus. Look at that. Yeah, look, they've all been staked. Buried face down and staked. Every single one of them. So that's why they're walking around with the gravestones on the back. It makes sense, kind of, now. If you put it in a sort of a mythological, superstitious framework. Oh, the Elfin Watch skeletons, which I can't... Because between me and the book there is a gooseneck thing that is holding the webcam. So I can't hold the book any closer to me without nudging the gooseneck. Combat tutorials. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, cool. So they don't track wounds. That's for tracking the your 4 dice rolls. So that, again, is like Blackstone Fortress. Getting ready to play. Make initiative tokens. Set up the Sky Vessel board. Sky Vessel board. Well, that sounds exciting. What's that about? That's up here, where you can't see the title. Now, if I pull that back a bit, you can see the title. It says set up of the Sky Vessel board. I'll put the board on one side of the playing area, take Nightfall token and place it... Oh, right, okay. So that's like the meeting area in Blackstone Fortress. I found with Blackstone Fortress that a lot of the things it told you to put on the board, you didn't actually need to put on the board. They just took up space on the table. Board tiles, combat step, the turn, destiny phase. There we are. That's what I was on about. So it does kind of do that. It augments the dice rolls and things. Hero activations, rules on movement, the event phase, event table, destiny denied. Okay, so that's. Well, what I'm not going to do is sit here and teach you how to play it, because I need to sit and learn that. Right, so this is all what happens at the end of your playing encounter. Journey types, decapitation journeys. Reference. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment to take in the magnitude of what I've discovered. This is perhaps unprecedented in Games Workshop history. If I could only get the camera to focus on it, because what we have here is an index of sorts. Not a proper index, but it's something that enables you to find the thing that you're looking for in the rulebook. Now, I had heard rumours, but I thought these things in Games Workshop products were a myth. They're not. This is. Oh, Games Workshop! I'm so proud. I'm so proud. It's like you're a real boy now. Oh, actual something that makes one of your rulebooks functional and easily to find things that you'd like trying to look up, rather than having to intuitively know where things are in a codex or a rulebook. It's just I'm just proud. I'm just really proud. Right, quest book. Right, so this is lore. Look at all the lore. Lore for days. Look at. Don't know what it is, but look at. Oh. Right, this appears to be. Ooh, no, there's maps. So the first half of the book is lore, which is about par for the course. And all these are different hunt maps and crises and things. So this is your campaign book, telling you what to do in each game. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so that tells you all about how. Is it? Look! Another reference. I'm doubly proud. Oh, this doesn't have page numbers or anything in it. Oh, it does. It does. It does. It does. Oh, Games Workshop. Oh, this is why it was cancelled, wasn't it? This is the reason. They'd realised they'd actually let a rulebook out there with some sort of reference section that enabled you to find things in a rulebook, and it just broke the world. So obviously they had to stop producing it. This is contraband now. What is this? But I wanna open it. I wanna open it. But I can't. Oh, it's enticing though. Enticing envelope of should not open. Oh, right. Ah! Age of Sigmar. War Scrolls. So all those wonderful characters and things. These are the War Scrolls for it. Now, I've played precisely one game of Age of Sigmar, so I'm still not completely au fait with the War Scrolls and what they mean. But I mean, they're easy enough to. Ooh, okay. Excellent. That's my Sylvaneth army's just leveled up a bit. Oh, this is cool. So I'll have to look at these in a bit more detail, but I would suspect if they're anything like the Blackstone Fortress miniatures, they'll be okay to include in the battle game, but not hugely overpowering, with the exception of that AdMech guy who is an automatic include in everything. Everything AdMech. Take him all the time because he's horrendous. And also very hard to find on eBay. And very expensive when you do find him, because he is just horrendous. Oh, that's cool. So we've got the good guys. Ah, cool. We've got the bad guys as well. Excellent. Yeah. I think the Court of Radikar is available as a separate box now for about 80 quid or something ridiculous. But I'm set on the Soulblight route because I've picked up. Oh, come on, just focus. Where's me thing of focusing properly? Where is it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Oh, it's gone. Oh, disaster. There it is. There we are. Thing of focusing. Look at that. And I can't remember where I got her. I got her off the. She was a limited run off Games Workshop web store for some reason. But anyway, this is going to set out the scheme for my Soulblight army. I think it's very, very purple, very, very Shyish kind of feel, and I think she'll go quite nicely alongside. Oh, come on, just focus. I think she'll go quite nicely alongside Radikar and what have you. So they're going to look cool when painted up. Let's put this somewhere where I can find it next time. Okay, yeah, cool. Pitch battle profiles. Don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's an Age of Sigmar thing. Cursed City. Heroic quests in the doomed city of Ulfenkarn. What do we have here? Assembly. No glue required. No glue required. Oh, sweet summer child. We were going to look at the dwarf, weren't we? Right, okay. So there's the dwarf. There's the dwarf thing, and there's the errata. A28, A29, A30, 31, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Spot the difference. Maybe that's a better angle. That's a better angle than that. It's got to be that. But I don't see an error in this. It's just possibly a little bit more confusing. Games Day Mini. Yes. No. It wasn't a. Or was it? It might have been a Games Day Mini. But they didn't have a Games Day or a Warhammer Day. That was it, maybe. These all look fairly straightforward. Oh, looking forward to painting these. I've got a technique all lined up to use on the zomboids and the skellybobs. Ah. Yes. Go over there, give it that. Sit. Stay. And ah, there they are. There they are. Right, okay. Now I know they're there. In fact, while I know they're there, I'll just put those there for a sec. Because I have some free floating cards that I need to get in bags, lest they become lost. I'll put that in there. Zippy, zippy, zippy. Dwarf. Look at the dwarf's back peg for the back. Oh. I didn't notice that. Well spotted, that man. Why is that a separate piece, Games Workshop? Why? Oh. Right. Let's get these other cards and things. What? Other cards and things squirreled away. Get in the bag. Get in the bag. You wrong and get in the bag. Well, this isn't going to go in the same bag, is it? Yes, it is. Oh, me of little doubt, little faith. Right. Counters and templates, these are just gorgeous. It is lovely. It's nice artwork. Very stylized artwork, but I like that. Very cool. Right, let's another chance to see blood, ladies and gentlemen. No blood. Oh, that's cellophane sound. Go down there, sit. Okay, so I was going to turn this over and see what was on the other side, but of course it's not going to be anything different on the other side other than the back of the cards. Yeah. Looks all kinds of cool. Alright, so is that the same way up? Yeah, it's the same each way, I think. Or is it? Yes, it's the same, yes. So this is the same on both sides. Which makes a kind of sense. Cool. All these tokens and things are very exciting. I don't know what they mean. Put that over there. Oh wow, look at that. Again, it's very stylized, but you know, it kind of fits. Now, what I was thinking for my hero miniatures is going a bit more sort of graphic novel style. And now I've seen how they've done the artwork on the boards, I think that's going to work really well. So rather than going hyper-realistic grimdark, as I normally try to do, or at least grimdark, if not hyper-realistic, and make the characters look like they've come out of a graphic novel. Now, are these the same on both sides? No, they are not. How handy. But they are the same. Yeah, okay. So that's how they got, yeah, they've got more variety and such in there. That's good. Oh, right. Sit, stay. So good looking. So good looking. What are these things? Answers on a postcard. Wall sections or something? Maybe? Stick a wall in there? I don't know. Sit. Stay. Right, okay. Last but not least, unless we're gonna... Oh, everything's breaking. Oh, there's lovely artwork on this. There's a thing of beauty. And a fountain full of blood. Blood. I get it. Oh. It's one for the Brits of a certain age there. I reckon these must be walls or something, these. You know what, I'm just going to push these out because why not? What's that? That looks like a Sylvaneth arrow of arrowiness. Yes, I would say that's some sort of Sylvaneth token. That being the case, that could probably do with being set aside in a bag, because there will probably be ones for other characters that need setting aside in a bag, otherwise they'll get lost and things will catch fire. Cool! So that is Curse City, and I am really looking forward to assembling and painting and playing this thing that I have waited for months and months and months. And if it's anything like Blackstone Fortress, it is a solo game, or can be a solo game, which is just perfect for me because I don't live with any other gamers. So cool. Now what? How long have we been streaming? Oh, I don't know how long. When do I start? Right, so I've been streaming for a little over an hour. I suppose I could make a start on one of the miniatures. Is there any desire for that to happen? Let's move this out of the way. Over there. Let's see. Move it back into the way. Start putting stuff back in it. Whilst I wait for an answer on whether people want to see me paint something. I can't promise that I'll finish anything tonight because I'm probably only going to be on for another hour before I need to go to bed. But I can at least get something started if you want. I don't know where you, because some of you are doing hobby and such yourselves, aren't you? How's that going? How are we doing? What's on our hobby desk, people? Let's see what's on my desk. Well, what's in shot anyway. You can't see what's everywhere else because it's a mess. Instructions. No, I too like to live dangerously. No, I don't. Not that dangerously. I think if we're going to paint them, just throw things around, why don't you? If I'm going to do anything, it will probably be some of the goodies, or a goodie Or maybe the baddie. So, for that, I'm probably going to need some of them. One of them. There's the other thing there. Cool. Right, superb. Right. There are the hero sprues. Actually, that doesn't work quite so well for allowing focus as the other side. Let's do that. Well, you're getting your money's worth here, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly. So, oh, there is a little stick for the stick that goes in the dwarf's back for the backpack. What do I want to paint? What do you want? What do you want to see me paint? Pick a hero. Pick a hero. Any hero. First person to mention a hero, I will paint that. And go. And go. Anytime. Anytime. Oh wow, there is quite a delay on this stream, you know. Dwarf. Right, okay, dwarf. Dwarf, that's that one. Okay, dwarf. Right. Whoop. Oh no! The corner of my box. That'll be the courier. Oh, they who shall not be named. Oh, box broken. God, that's a heavy thing, you know. It really is a heavy thing. And it won't be the plastic. It'll be the other stuff in there, the paper. Right. Okay. What was that I just dropped? Scalpel plate or something. Oh well, I'll find it with my feet later, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be fine. I knew I'd leave something out. Oh, that was the box, I swear. Right. Sprue. Bases. Other bases. Other base. Right. Cut out everything that looks dwarfy. That looks dwarfy. Very thin bits on here. Tiny little nips. Because it's not actually a beard, it's a mask of some sort. That's even better. Let's test out this theory that they don't need glue. I don't believe that. Never have I ever encountered a Games Workshop kit, a push fit Games Workshop fit kit that hasn't needed glue. Or the pegs cutting off them and gluing, as is usually the case. Right. Oh, the satisfying sound of clipping plastic. There we go. And this is when you make me fight with my personal assistant, isn't it? Because I'm going to tell her to start the compressor in a bit. And there will be tears. There will be tears before bedtime. Here we go. Do you know what? If I'd been left to my own devices, I probably wouldn't have painted the dwarf first, but we are a slave to likes and things. I've got 5 of them, and that'll do for a bit. Right, okay. I may have to use the craft knife for this. I don't want to. I have an appropriate tool for it, but I can't find the appropriate tool. So I will use the back of the craft knife. And I go looking for mould lines. That wasn't a mould line, that was a sprue joiny point. Yeah, this doesn't feel like the regular Games Workshop plastic, you know. This feels like a better quality. It's good and rigid. Very nice. No mould lines on that at all. Scrapey, scrapey, scrapey. Mould line? No, it's not the mould line, it's a bit of armour. Right, there we go. Oh wow, these miniatures are so good. Good quality plastic. The moulding's great. No mould lines to speak of. Focusing on the I think I'm going to have to spray my the top of my palette again. I think it's getting confused, the autofocus. Yeah, it's just they're just beautiful. The quality on that. And there's no mould lines that I found any of this, it's just sprue joint points. And it's just coming away cleanly. It's just, oh, lovely. Lovely. This is a little silly stick-on beard. Right, destructions. Where are the destructions? First to find part A28, which is yon part yonder, and A29, which is yon part yonder. Sticky together thusly. Ooh. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. I mean, you can see where that's joined, but it's nowhere near as terrible as it normally is. I mean, he just looks like, I'm not even going to say what he looks like. Let's put his beard in his face, and he can stop looking like that. This is hilarious. Oh. No. Oh, I think I'm going to need glue. No, not. Okay, he doesn't look quite as silly now. That's in there now. And he looks less like an inflatable adult toy now, which is good. Okay, stick this thing in his back. Peg in back for the purpose of holding of backpack. Right. That just went straight on. No tears, no nothing. Straight on. Oh. Games Workshop is almost forgiven for those nightmarish Primaris one pose Primaris push fit marines in the Indomitus box. Oh, it was horrible. This is just no bother at all. I think I'll leave that off for the purposes of sub-assemblies. Oh, sip of tea, sip of tea. A few gulps of tea, in fact. Right, okay. Somebody a while ago, possibly earlier on today, I don't know, I have slept since, and I legitimately have slept since, was asking me what primer I used for my matte black. I'm just shaking the paint, that's all I'm doing. Mine's out of the gutter, people. And this is what I use. Scale 75 surface primer, black, matte. And it's pretty good. So we're going to do that. Hey Google, compressor on.
Alright, turning compressor on.
And no fight! Wow! Well, wonders never cease. So put a little bit of that in there. Yeah, a bit of that. Yeah. Right. And should we stick him on a base? That might be a plan. If we stick him on a base, then we can put that base in on a painting handle at some point. I'm assuming the big bases are the ones we use, because they have a single point of sticking peggy in this. There we go. Okay, cool. Right. I'm not using nitrile gloves. I don't believe in nitrile gloves. Well, I believe in them. I know they exist. However, I can wash my hands, and nitrile gloves stick around on landfills for ages. Okay, cool. Oh, he's not even sticking around to see me paint it. That's terrible. That's terrible. You're all stuck with his decision now. See you later, Jamie. Oh, this may influence my choice of next Age of Sigmar project. It really might. I've been looking at these zeppelin dwarves and thinking they look steampunky and cool. And this guy is not dissuading me of that. Oh, they're just... Oh, as is always the way. You either put too much or too little paint in an airbrush, always. Always, always. With a squidge. Right, I've made absolutely no colour decisions on this at all, so what I think I might do is I'll just demonstrate on grisaille, underpainting, and make colour decisions later. Time to wash out the airbrush because it's grey time. I'm ready, grey. With the squirty bottles of squirtiness. A mess. I'm making one. As I keep saying, I'm not a professional painter by any stretch of the imagination. I've even knocked the camera look. Oh, I'm not even a professional streamer. I'm barely a functioning adult. This airbrush is so rubbish to clean. Oh, it's Starkiller. Hello, Starkiller. You're late to the party. You've missed the unboxing. I'm painting stuff now. Yep, messy, messy, messy. Tissue solves all problems. There we are. Move the camera around because I keep nudging it. Put that there. find the rest of the paint. Let's spread all over there. Oh, painting live, ladies and gentlemen. Painting live. Right, okay. Shaking paint. Vallejo surface primer. Grey. But I'm not going to put that in yet, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the backpack onto the back of the miniature, just lightly, so that the light values are in the right place. You got your own one. Oh, you were one of the lucky ones. You were one of the lucky ones. Right. Okay. Cool. So that's a little bit mixed in, but I'm just zenithal away there. Hit up where you want the light. Face. There we are. Focus on it. Oh, we don't want to. You don't want to. Focus. Focus. You know what? Technology. Who needs it? Who needs it? It's just a constant source of embuggerance. Right, I need that again, because I need to clean my airbrush again. This is the only downside I've found to owning an airbrush. Is after every time you use it, you need to wash it out very thoroughly before you can even change colours. But we're done with the airbrush for now, so we can give it a good old thorough clean. Mucky paint water as well. Just shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. What do I need? I need a Q-tip. Q-tip! 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 Ooh. Tip that in there. That scooch around with the Q-tip. No. If anyone would like a tutorial on the proper use and care of an airbrush, by the way, there are plenty out there, and I'm not the one to give you one. Chat's very quiet. Chat's very, very quiet. What's going on? How many watchers we got? 6. 6 people and nobody's saying anything. Oh. Maybe that's why. Right, okay, let's put that away, because I don't need that anymore. Not for now. Hey Google, compressor off.
Sure. Turning off compressor.
It's a good Google now. Right. Okay. What we need. Now, I've not actually arranged any of the paints. I need to find it. No, that's a gloss varnish. There we are. A grey. Oh, this is backwards. Maybe that's why I'm out of sorts. There we are, that's better. I think we've got some white there already. Good, excellent. So we need a grey. And this is Vallejo's Game Egg Stonewall Grey. It's just a little bit sort of more diluted than your average paint. And we need a white. The white is there. And I need to readjust myself so that I can get at things. We need quite a thin brush. This is a number 00, probably too thin. Preparation, gentlemen and ladies, prevents my live streams being quite as fun. Right, okay, cool. So, can I actually hit the focus on the damn miniature? Because you can see what I've done with the zenithal then. Go on, just focus. Ah, aha! Success. So, whilst I was doing the zenithal prime, I was considering where the light direction was coming from. So I take away the thing in the foreground. Oh, sense it makes none. Where's my... Right, okay. A little bit of plastic. Nothing to confuse. There, right, cool. We will make further use of this little bit of plastic. So, don't get confused. There we go. So I was considering where the light was coming from, and I normally come from about that angle. So I did most of my airbrushing of the grey from that direction. So you end up with a map of where the light and shadows are. And that is a fair example of what zenithal should look like. I mean, you could almost slap colour on that right now and it'll be fine. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go a few stages further, and if I can actually get the damn thing to focus on it properly. Do you know what? Give me a sec. I'm going to try and turn off the top-down camera. There we are. Properties. Configure. Camera control. Focus, autofocus off. Let's find a good neutral point about there-ish. There, okay. So rather than having to fiddle about looking for that focal point, it's always going to be about there. Apply that. Excellent. So all I've got to do now is paint constantly at that sort of distance. Right. So there we are. Brush. You've all seen one of these before. Everyone's got a brush. What we're going to do... I need a bit of black as well. Need a bit of black. Why did nobody tell me I needed black as well? I'll tell you what. I'm going to flash my Monument Hobbies transparent black. I know, transparent black. Crazy, right? But this stuff is so good. Because it's not quite the same as a contrast paint. Save changes also. Yeah, okay, cool. So I was just fiddling with the camera. Right. Yeah, so it's not quite the same as a contrast paint, but it's got kind of a transparency to it, which means it functions as a bit more of a pigment-rich glaze. So I just mix in a bit of the black and the grey together to make a darker grey, and we're just going to go in to the recesses and just build in a bit more colour, not light values. I'm not putting any colour on the miniature now. A bit more black, I think. The aim here is to get it darker than the base grey of the miniature, which I think we've got there. So into all the shadows with the dark grey, and this is just, it goes on really, really smooth because the grey is designed for an airbrush, and the black's good and liquid as well, so that helps. I'll just take a bit more black in there, why not? And we're just painting on a bit of texture and a bit of extra detail, and blending things together a bit. Again, looking back to our reference point for where the colour comes from, where the light comes from, so that sort of angle. So everything you can see there is where you need to be applying the lighter shades, and on the opposite side it's everywhere you need to be applying the darker shades. And we don't want too much of this residual black, so we want to get that raised up a bit, the colour. Pure transparent black in the recesses there. Right into the recesses of his coat. Because when we went over and, do you know what, let's get this out of the way now, it's done its job, it gave me something to hang on to. Let's take that off his back as well. We can do that separately. It just gives us a bit more easy access into the underside, the smutty underside of the dwarf. Where you want your deep print. That's probably a bit too deep. Actually, no, that'd be right. You see what I mean about the black being slightly transparent, so it wet blends really well. Just deepen the shadows. On the underside of things. Oh, hey, Kev. just on the underside, where the shadow would be. I keep saying this because if I didn't say it, there'd be this uncomfortable silence. I mean, what even is that? Some sort of harpoon gun? That's crazy. Right. I don't understand NMM. I don't intend to understand NMM. I'm just going to apply paint to the axe, and damn it if it won't work. I will use metallics because the tool is there for me to use. I do not see the point in reinventing the wheel just for the sake of it. I could use a car. I could go by car, but I want to walk just to prove that I can. Yeah, you don't get points. Don't get points for that. So once again, I'm just going around the miniature, deepening shadows. There's a squidge of water there. Deepening shadows. Keep bringing contrast to it. So you may be wondering why zenithal in the first place. Well, the zenithal gives you an idea of where the light and shadow is, but it doesn't actually, because you've had to go around and spray on all angles to get an overall greyish colour. It doesn't give you a completely accurate idea of where the light and shadows would be. Certainly not for the purposes of applying contrast paint later, because that's the next step. I'm using contrast paint, so we're cheating again. So, you know, I don't use NMM, I use contrast paints. I basically can't paint, is what they'd have you believe. But, you know, I take slightly more care over these guys as their characters. If this guy was rank and file, I'd be done by now. It has been a long time since I've painted a dwarf. Either a miniature or in person. And if we ever get to playing Never Have I Ever, that's a free one for you. Never have I ever painted a live dwarf. Well, there we go. A bit more grey on the subject there. Take the tone up a bit. So there's a lot of black there where the black backpack was. Raise the colour levels there a bit. This next bit's going to look pretty weird because we're going to go up a notch. Start painting some very light grey in random splodges. On the very raised areas. Just creating shapes, textures, interest. I imagine this to be a sort of leather because it's steampunk style. Steampunk is basically what happens when goths discover brown. So there's still a lot of leather going on there. The leather is quite blotchy. So we're just going in creating some added texture. The areas that are closest to the light source. Well, Lexicus, it's not hard. Seriously, if I can do it, anyone can. Anyone can. So, what we're working on here is creating a little bit of extra light on the highlighted areas. Just rambling at this point, basically. Because what we want to do is create a situation where we can put one thin coat of contrast over where we've been working, putting extra texture and interest and such. One thin coat of contrast over, and it will just tint the lot and blend everything together. And looks really, really quite cool. And it's a good thing to do with capes and cloaks and coats and things, because there's big wide areas that don't have a lot of texture to them, and texture just adds a little bit of extra interest. And it gives it a bit more of a graphic-y, novelty type feel that I was talking about earlier. I mean, you almost, if you've done this properly, you almost don't need to apply colour at all, because it's just, it looks the part. Right. Oh, so that is actually metal. I can see rivets on his beard and everything. You see the rivets? Probably not. Yeah, just about. White's not as wet as I thought it might be. It's good to get a bit of pre-highlighting on the face. details when you go over that with, I don't know whether to use Fire Slayer. Yeah, Fire Slayer might work. His wonderful bald head there will practically glow. If you've got an awful lot of almost up to white on the top there. Just the very tips of the details. Very delicate area of the face. It's quite intimidating. It doesn't need to be. But it's one of those areas that the eye is naturally drawn to on a miniature. So it does pay to give it a little bit of extra attention. But don't let it be off-putting. Because you can, with just a contrast paint and a little bit of underlighting, underpainting like this, get something very, it looks very competent, very, very easily. Yeah, this takes the time, it really does this. So just catching the top of his axe there. Edge. Oops. Make a mistake and you're quick enough, you just wipe it away with your finger. Working with very light grey to almost white here. Just hitting up the very, very top details. Creating random patterns and shapes. Spots and blotches to add texture and interest to otherwise flat surfaces. If you don't want to go to this level of mucking about, you can absolutely just dry brush. There's certainly no shame in that. But there is a particular style I'm going for, so I'm going for it. Hit the very tops of those boots. That's just straight white. Top highlights with just white. A little bit of water in there. I think they're actually going to bring it back. I think there would be too much. There'd be an awful lot of backlash if they said they were going to bring it back and then didn't, to be honest. I mean, they'd survive it, obviously. But I don't think they really. You know, if they can bring it back, it'll make them money, won't it? So they won't be. They don't get money for teasing it and then not following through. In fact, they might even lose a bit of money because there will be people that just say, "No, can't be. To heck with it," you know. So it will be coming back, and then I guess we'll find out from what's in that pack as to which the rumours for why it was cancelled was true, because there was a few going around just hitting up with very basic blocks of colour on the weapon, sort of harpoon gun thing. Get some volumetrics going on the is that a compressed air gun? Oh wow, steam, maybe it's steam powered harpoon gun. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I think they will be bringing it out. I mean, it doesn't gain them anything to tease it and then not. So we've got points of highlight towards the light there. Just get a bit of grey on the subject there. Get a bit of blending, but you don't need to worry too much about blending at this stage, because the contrast paints will do an awful lot of that work for you. But that was bugging me. It will look blotchy at this stage, but I'd go over the old mantra of making sure it looks good from about arm's length, but with a character miniature like that, you kind of do want to give it that little bit extra and make sure it's passes muster closer up. And I think I'll be going grimdark on these guys. I went a bit more clean on the Black Fortress ones that I did, just to remind myself that I could. But I think, having gone and had a look at the artwork on the board sections, this more sort of stylized style will fit the game a lot better, and they'll actually look better on the board. In a sort of a graphic novel kind of so that they actually look painted, as it were, rather than trying to make them look real. I think we're approaching the point where we can draw a line under that. We're just going over the edge of his beard. This isn't a real beard, it's a mask, a breathing mask of some sort. It's very basic highlights on the other side of this, just because while there is a single point of light that you're mainly concentrating on, there will be ambient light around the miniature, and you just want to create that sense that there's light from, that it's not as stark as just a light coming from one direction. Being as bright on the other side, just accentuating the detail at this point. So almost edge highlighting. There we go. And he looks a bit scrappy, and he is a bit scrappy. But trust me, once you've got some contrast paint on there, he's going to look other business. At the edge of the cape of it, cape, cloak, coat, great coat. Yeah. So he's done, I think. Almost. Just need to do his backpack now. Shouldn't take as long. I'm going to reach for a bigger brush. He says, knocking everything. Oh, what a mess. Oh. No, that brush is dead. There we are. That'll do. Now the big boys. show you what you can achieve with some dry brushing. Still want to try and get that edge highlight in there as well, so using the side of your brush, just gently ease it round, creating light and shadow values. Very rough. And I could absolutely have done this on the main miniature, but I like to be a little bit more precise. This is how I'd tackle rank and file if I were doing it this way. Right, cool. I'll stick that on his back. Stick him on a base. And he's almost ready to go, isn't he? Straight off the page of a graphic novel. And as always, you're always going to see little bits that you've missed. Well, you need to go over again, especially if you look at it on a camera. Oh my word. The difference it makes looking through the lens of a camera at one of your miniatures. You see all the little things. So all that needed was a little bit of extra highlighting on the decoration on his. Still needs a bit. The decoration on his harpoon stock. And the other side as well, because of course there's decoration on both sides. And it's going to be all for naught anyway, because I'm going to go over these with metallics. And metallics don't really care how much effort you put into the underpainting, they'll just go straight over the top. But I have a technique for metallics, and they do involve contrast paints and very sparing use of the actual metallic paint. So this should work. So there we go. Dwarf a la Moog. And I'll put some colour paint on him at some other point, I think. Because, oh my word, look at the time. I'm in theory in paid employment, and I kind of need to be on my way to my bed at this point in time. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you've been watching the stream and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It means you can chat with me next time. And if you can like and subscribe and comment and everything like that, it does help the channel. And I shall see you in the next one.